BryGuy Ferreira, Bryan with a Y.
Yes.
Welcome to Not Safe for Work.
Thank you for having me.
We're so happy to have you. We are huge fans.
Yes. Thank you.
You are known for your workplace humor and saying everything that everyone is thinking but won't actually say it about work. And we love that about you.
Thank you.
You have a decent following.
Yeah.
You have almost 480,000 on TikTok
Yes.
and around 70K on Instagram.
Yes.
So aside from all of those lovely things that we'll dive into a little bit later, tell us a little bit about yourself for those who might not know you.
Oh, well, I am 32 years old. I am an October Scorpio.
Ooh.
Nice.
Which makes a difference, I believe. I grew up in Massachusetts, born and raised. My parents actually immigrated from the Azores to Massachusetts,
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
which is pretty cool. They chose Massachusetts out of 50 states, so
I always wonder why. Like,
Yeah,
why
it's-
here?
I know.
it's almost like it's a little Portugal over in like Fall River, New Bedford.
Oh, yes.
so
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
It's got to be somebody knows somebody.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, yeah, let's go there.
Yep, this is where we go.
Yeah.
But other than that, do you do anything like cool outside of work?
No, I'm a homebody.
You
I
are?
like to stay home, watch a lot of TV. I like to watch a lot of comedies like The Office,
Oh, yeah.
Superstore. I just got into American Auto, which is pretty cool.
What's that about?
It's about working at a car company, and so yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty funny. They do a lot of ridiculous stuff.
Nice.
Is that your
Yeah.
current binge, or do you have something else?
That was the current binge. There's like 2 seasons so far, so I watched all of that in the past week.
Are you a
Nice.
Parks and Rec fan or just The Office? I
Just
know.
The Office.
I feel like it's either like one or the other. People are like divided.
Yeah, I've watched some clips of Parks and Rec, but I haven't really sat down and got into it yet.
All right, that's fair.
It's on the list though.
What about Friends?
I've watched a lot of clips of Friends.
You've
but
never seen it?
I've never seen it.
Someone can join my side now. Another non-Friends watcher.
Yeah, I love Friends, and I'm shocked she's never seen it because she likes The Office and she likes Parks and Rec. So they're very similar. And every time I ask somebody that question, they have seen it, and you haven't. So
I
that's
haven't.
interesting.
Just clips here and there.
Yeah, I feel like I know kind of the basis of the show
Yeah.
just because so many people have seen it. So I'm like, I don't need to watch it. So what do you do for work?
I'm a credit and collections specialist
Okay.
for a e-commerce business. We sell gloves and safety, and I process credit applications for other businesses and give them calls when they owe us money.
Nice. And
That's
how long
Super
have you
boring.
I was gonna say that sounds like a blast.
been? How long have you been at your job?
6 years.
Oh wow.
Okay, wow.
We're coming up on 6 years soon.
Nice.
Sounds like you love it.
Oh, it's great. No, no, I mean it's okay. I have like a love-hate relationship with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like some days it's like annoying, but other days it's like a breeze. So.
Yeah.
And then they pay me well, so
That's
Mm,
it. That's all that
fair.
matters.
yeah, it really is.
Is that like what you went to school for, like and wanted to do, or?
No, I don't even remember. Like I didn't go to college or anything like
Okay.
that. I went to a vocational high school though, and I did auto body, and I was really into that. But I was in it more for the sense of like doing it for myself
Yeah.
rather
Yeah.
than fixing people's cars.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so now you know how to do it all for yourself.
Yeah,
right? Oh,
true.
perfect.
Oh, it's
So you
cool to
save
have
money
skills
there.
now. Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna hit you up because my brakes are squeaking.
Yeah.
So I need some help.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
So
Sorry,
you know when she's
can't
like
help
pulling
you.
up, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
there she is.
So when did you decide to download the amazing TikTok?
Oh, I downloaded it right at the start of the pandemic, March 2020.
That's when we did.
That's what we did too. Yeah.
I was seeing a lot of the TikToks on Instagram,
Mhm.
and so I decided to download it and like get it right from the source.
Mm-hmm.
See what all the hype was about.
Yeah, I was a watcher for a long time, and I never planned on making any videos.
Yep.
And then I eventually just started doing it.
So what made you want to make that first video?
I don't even know. I honestly don't know. I was just bored, and I thought of an idea, and I just like went with it. And it was nothing related to what I'm doing now as far as work goes. It was just more of like something fun, I think. And I kind of just ran with it at that point. It was kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It started becoming addicting watching and then making videos as well.
Yep.
So I just found a lot of fun in it.
Yeah. I think like that we try to make TikToks. I mean, Mackenzie's more into it than I am. Like she'll be like, let's try this trend, and we'll like get like 200 likes. We're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like we're famous.
No, I want to go viral so bad, and I know that there's like no way to really get there other than using what you can use for sounds and hopping on the trends, but like sometimes it doesn't work. But I come in, I'm like, I have this great idea. I'm like, let's do it, and we do it. I'm like, 200 likes. Nothing, but we're like so stoked about it because we got 200 likes. We're like, woohoo!
Like someone's seeing it.
Someone is seeing it. Yeah.
Like people are liking us.
Yeah.
It's always the ones that you try really hard that doesn't go as expected.
Okay, yeah.
So if you kind of just roll with it real quick, like just right off the top of your head, film a little bit of editing and post, those are the ones that really kind of take off for me.
Yeah, it's a quick way to. I
know. Yeah, write it down.
Take some notes. So what video, if you remember, made you like go viral? Was it like a specific one?
There was a specific one. It was somebody made a video saying, "What the fuck do people do in an office job?" And so I stitched that video, and we did a couple things, and it really just kind of brought my audience to me.
Yep.
And that one got, I think, 10 million views.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We saw that one.
Yeah, I do remember that one.
I think we sent it to one another.
Probably.
We were like, this is so true. This is what we do every single day.
And when you first started, before that one went viral, were they all in the office? Or were you making them like at home?
I was making some at home and some at work. But at that point, I started noticing that my better performing stuff was when I was in the office. Making something sort of work related.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Interesting. So that kind of leads me to my next question, actually. Has anyone ever caught you making a video?
Caught me making a video? Yeah. So my back is to the door, so I never really know when someone's coming into my office. So there have been one or two times where I was in the middle of something where somebody walked in. But I actually show up early now to film my videos when no one's in the building.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
So do they know, like, do your coworkers, like, know that you're, like, on TikTok? And
Yes. That they follow me on there.
Oh.
And so my coworkers know, my boss knows, her boss knows.
And they're, like, chill with it?
Yeah. As long as I don't mention the company name or,
you
know, film on my own time.
That's
which
fair.
is what I do now. But
They won't know.
Yeah, they'll never know.
So has any of them, like, because sometimes, like, some of the jokes you make, like, has anyone ever thought it was, like, about them and said anything, or?
No one said anything to me about it.
To your face.
They're, like, texting behind your back, what the fuck did Bryan say?
Like, did you see his video today?
Did you see that? This is about Becky and Billy.
There was one video that I made about, it was the coworker who thinks they're the manager. And that one, I thought if any video was gonna have somebody like confront me about something, it was gonna be that one. Because it was very targeted.
It was pretty niche.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're just not self-aware.
They might
so
not
they
be.
probably wouldn't know it's about them.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to, like, come up with the ideas? Because, like, every single video that comes up on my timeline that you've made, like, it's like everything that runs through my head, I'm like, I just never think of it.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, so some videos, like I show up in the morning and I don't have an idea and I just kind of start like talking shit to the camera and that works. Other times I've jotted ideas down that I kind of went with, but I almost never fully make a script.
Okay.
I just kind of like go off of how I'm feeling at the time.
I feel like most people who make TikToks just kind of do it on the fly. They have like that base idea that they, you know, started with to get them where they are, and then they just wing it. I feel like that's the easiest way.
I think it's more productive that way. I honestly think if you spend too much time thinking and writing things down, I think it throws you off.
That's what we're doing wrong.
Yeah.
Shit.
We're
All right.
planning out. We're
We
like,
gotta go back.
we're like, all of this. We're like, if we take the necessary
If we
steps.
use this sound and say this
and
just
put, like,
right
and post at this time.
and post it this time, we're gonna go viral. And
I mean, I used to do that a lot too, but I think a lot of people on TikTok that like kind of are like gurus kind of like say that stuff because that's kind of their niche of what they're working with.
Yeah.
And so they just want you to think that.
that's true. Do you have any like sponsorships through your TikTok?
I've done a few. I have an ongoing one with Tango, which is pretty nice. It's a browser extension that like it'll screen record your screen as you're working on something and it creates like a how-to guide that you can send out to people so you don't have to be bothered showing people how to do stuff.
Okay.
You should look into that.
I know, right?
That sounds
That's
cool.
pretty sick.
Yeah.
Anything else? Just Tango?
Just Tango ongoing, yeah.
That's
Nice.
pretty cool.
I've worked with Liquid IV, which was nice.
Oh, I've seen Liquid IV work with
I
a
have
few
too.
different influencers. That's smart, though.
They're really good.
Yeah.
I feel like that's relatable too, because I feel like you would use Liquid IV in your everyday life.
Oh, yeah.
So being able to plug it in your character, so to speak, or on your page is just super applicable either way. But I guess the biggest question that everyone who follows you wants to know is, do you actually hate your job?
No, I don't.
So
I'm okay with it.
the truth comes out.
Yeah, the truth's there.
So it's literally just an act.
Well, it's not fully an act. There are times when I hate it.
Yeah.
Overall, I'm okay with it.
Overall, you said what you said in the TikToks. You mean it.
Exactly.
But the job itself,
and they're cool with him making the TikToks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's some perks there.
It's a win-win. I love that.
When you're posting your TikToks, like, you post, like, multiple times a week, do you have, like, a schedule in your head? Like, oh, I want to post these days? Or is it kind of just whatever comes to you?
I'm mainly post Monday through Friday.
Okay.
In the morning, and maybe sometimes on the weekend if I'm, feeling it. But
yeah.
Monday through Friday is for me the best way to go.
And then you said like your target like came to you. Do you have like on like your own TikTok like the demographics? Like do you know exactly like who you're reaching and everything?
Millennial females.
Nice.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's like the major target that I have.
Okay.
Mainly female too. I think 95% of my following is female.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I would think at least some guys would be able to relate.
Some 5% only.
Okay, the actual number.
Yeah.
Do you ever deal with like people like imposter syndrome, like seeing videos and you're like, oh, like I made that, like people copying you?
I don't think I've ever seen that or felt that way.
Okay, that's good.
I just think I'm in a mindset where I don't think anybody would actually do that to me. So I don't think of it that way.
Yeah.
You should though. Like you're the shit. When I tell you, we are starstruck by you. When we heard, when I saw that you followed our account, I was like, Natalia.
Yeah. So I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
You are never going to believe who followed us. So I sent her your page. She goes, shut up. We love him. And I'm like, yes, let's get him on the pod. We need to talk to him because his entire TikTok is not safe for work.
Yeah, it was literally. The stars aligned.
The stars aligned.
Yeah, see, I don't see it that way. It's like me,
Oh, well, we are starstruck by you.
Do you have like people like approach you and be like, oh my gosh, like I've seen your TikToks?
It's happened a few times.
Okay.
Most recently is Friday, TJ Maxx.
Oh!
Yeah. Actually, I got recognized via email at work. I emailed a customer and they're like, oh, thank you. And then like, wild question, but are you BryGuy Ferreira on TikTok?
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, yeah, that's me.
Do you get like annoyed at all being recognized, or do you kind of like the?
No, I think it's cool.
I do too.
Yeah.
Because some people are like, oh, like I don't want to bring that into my everyday life. Like I'm just normal. I'm just making TikToks.
Right.
But then you have the other people who think it's cool and they appreciate it. So I see both sides.
I mean, it's still normal. It's just like a random person knows you and you don't know them.
Yeah. But I feel like it's, I would assume all positive like interactions.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're just trying to make people laugh. Like it's for fun. Like.
Oh yeah, always positive.
Nice. That's good. Would you want to do TikTok or content creation full time?
See, I kind of like battle with it a little bit because I would probably like to do it full time, but I feel like my office space is kind of like my TikTok studio.
Okay.
The background behind me, people recognize, the free props everywhere, bunch of space that I can work with. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I couldn't, but I probably want to try it at some point.
Yeah. Do you have like an actual dream job if it's not that, or?
No, I don't. I mean, I would like to move up in the company that I'm working at currently. I think that for me fits me well. So I wouldn't say it's a dream job, but I don't think I really have much outside of that.
Right.
What would be like the next step at your work for what you do? Like what would be the next position for
credit
you?
Manager.
Nice.
What's pretty?
Head honcho.
That's right.
Like the sound of that.
Yeah.
So when you're the person that calls me when I didn't have a bill paid, is that you?
Well, I do business to business.
Business
collection.
to business. Okay. So I hang up on you at our office. I answer it and then I hang right up because I'm like, oh,
she's not here right now.
She's not here right now. Click. Then they call back 2 seconds later. I think we got disconnected. I'm like, no, wrong number. Bye.
Not me.
You just gotta know the account. I attempted to make a call. That's all that counts.
Yeah.
There you go.
You check it off your list.
Yeah.
Smile and dial, baby. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
switching it up a little bit. So you're from the New England area, which is
Yes.
super cool. We love to collaborate with local people, especially in our space of marketing, social media. So you're from Fall River, which is like a little Portugal for those who don't know the area. Very much tons of Portuguese restaurants, Portuguese feasts. It's great. The food's delicious. She's never had Portuguese food.
I have not.
You gotta try it.
I know.
She's from Rhode Island, so they're not very used to that like we are.
Yeah.
But what's your favorite part about being a New Englander?
Oh my God. I don't know. There's so many moving parts to New England in itself. It's just big city. There, New Hampshire is like a whole different vibe, but still a part of it all. I don't really know.
There's so much.
There's so much, and I enjoy it living here, except in the winter, but I would rather be in the cold than be somewhere with like hurricanes and alligators, so.
Yeah,
I agree.
exactly. I don't want to have to worry about like, there's never like any like tornadoes and shit like that here. Like, I don't know, like what
No natural disasters.
No natural
natural
disasters. Like, I'm sorry, but that's the only like why.
Just nor'easters,
Yeah, just
I
nor'easters.
feel like I could
The
deal.
tail
I
end
can
of a
deal with that.
hurricane.
Yeah, the extra rain, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
I could deal with that. What is your favorite Portuguese restaurant?
Oh, I haven't been to a Portuguese restaurant in so long.
Does your family cook at all?
My mom used to cook all the time, but I mean, we don't really do that now. I probably don't know the name of the restaurant, but it's in Westport. And it's like really off Route 6. That was really good. That is a really good place. Carvella's, I don't know if they're still open, but yeah.
I like
That's what I would
Madeira in East Providence. Have you
Madeira?
been?
No.
Very good. And then Odeniche, also in East Providence. Very good.
Nice.
Giving all the
Taking
recs
it
for
to the
everyone
core.
out there. All the recs. Try
I'll have
Portuguese
to
food.
remember that.
You should try it. It's really good. They have like these boats in the back at Madeira that you can sit on in like a man-made river.
Nice.
The best sangria I have ever had in my life.
Really?
Oh my God. So good.
That's pretty cool.
But that was a recommendation for everybody listening. So, you're on a job interview with us right now.
Oh, okay.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years, Bryan?
Oh, 5 years. That's a long time.
Maybe.
Hopefully, maybe creating content full time.
Okay.
Maybe try that at some point. But as a 5-year plan goes, I don't really have one. Maybe hopefully own a house.
There you
yeah,
go.
that would be nice.
That's a
Taking
good
it
plan.
day by day.
Yeah,
Go with the
I like
flow.
to take
I like
it day
it.
by day.
I like that. I like your vibe.
Opportunities as they come.
Ride the wave, baby.
That's right.
Do you
Too
have
much
any-
planning. If you go off the rails at one point, it's gonna ruin everything for you mentally. So.
I
yeah,
hear you.
That's fair.
I do hear that. Do you have any questions for our candidate?
Actually, I do. This is important. Rate the 5 days of the week from worst to best.
Like
Worst to
Monday through
best.
Friday.
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday doesn't count.
I would say Tuesday's the worst.
Ah,
Right answer.
right answer.
Then Monday,
Right answer.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Ah, wasn't that ours?
Passed. He
Yeah.
gets the job.
They-
That's
You're
it.
You're
I'm
hired. We hope to see you on Monday, starting full time.
Do I get an office?
You share one with us.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
actually
It's
Yeah.
a 2x4 box.
2x4 box, no windows.
No windows.
We rarely have water available in the office.
Ooh.
But we have a tiny mini fan.
We have a mini
The
fan.
mini fan.
We have these beautiful trophies.
Yes.
Display.
No big
What are
deal.
they for?
Well, we won a contest at work, and it was basically because, have you ever shown up to work naked?
No.
Ah, we have.
That's how you get one of
Oh.
those.
That's how
Okay.
we won this bad boy. Is for showing up naked.
It
No.
We did like a Halloween contest at work, and it was like everyone had to be in costume, and we're like what do we were partnered up, obviously,
Naturally.
and we were like what do we do like to stand out? We just want, because our boss made it, like hyped it up, and they're
Yeah.
like, you're gonna get like a big prize or whatever. We're like, okay. So she had the idea. She goes, like, we should go naked, like not safe for work,
Yeah.
because that was when we started doing like the pod and everything.
nice.
Yep.
It definitely left some jaws on the ground.
It was a crowd pleaser. Let me tell you something. The nude spandex bodysuits we had were
not
not
flattering.
We looked atrocious, but you know what? We had these cardboard like sensor pieces on,
nice.
and it wowed the crowd. It really did.
Perfect.
But the only thing that kind of backfired, our boss has 3 children,
Like children.
like 7, 8 years old. they apparently were guest judges that day, so we came out and they were like
They were like, "Why are you naked?" And my boss is like, "Oh my God, don't say that!" Like, don't.
And then
say
her
that.
son goes, "You guys would have gotten extra points if you were actually naked."
Oh, God.
I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay, we're done. We're done."
All right, on that note,
It's
we're gonna
over.
leave. Thank you very much for coming. All set with that.
Got trophies out of it though.
Yeah, and
There you go.
something to decorate the office.
Yeah.
People were mad, so there was groups of 3 and we were the only group of 2. So people were like, "You guys only won, so the kids could keep the other trophy." And I was like, "No, you're just mad that your outfit sucked and
Yeah.
we were
You're
creative."
just jealous that they're not creative as you.
And
Right.
shout out to producer Zach because he said that.
And to Zach.
He had to be Alvin and the Chipmunks, unfortunately.
Ooh.
So
Basic costume.
yeah, no, we're just too cool. That's why we interview cool people.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
Well, I think this was a great interview, and you are hired.
Perfect.
But we have a really fun game for you.
You sure it's fun?
It's mandatory, so that's
I
a good
think you're
start.
gonna have some really good ideas for this. We want to rate the top 5 worst corporate lingos ever.
Oh, okay.
So, do you want us to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
So these are in no particular order. Mine, number 1, is take it offline. I fucking hate when someone's like, "Do you want to take this offline?" I'm like, "Just
no, I don't.
What does that mean? Like, I'm in person with you right
Right.
now. Like, let's just talk." My second one is teamwork makes the dream work. What team?
what team?
Sometimes I feel
Right.
like it's a one-man show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other times there's too many cooks in the kitchen. That's another one. Put that on there.
Too many
cooks in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
that deserves a top 10 spot.
Just a lot. Do you have time to connect? No, I don't have fucking time to connect.
No.
I don't.
Just send it in an email.
Send it in an email or don't send it at all.
Yep.
I really hate when people say, "Let's get the low-hanging fruit." What does that mean?
That makes no sense.
I don't understand that one. I
What-
really don't.
What is low-hanging fruit? Yes, I know an apple tree and like the fruit's nearly on the ground, so it's easy
But
to
does that
reach.
mean like shit? Like that? I would think shitty
Yeah,
fruit.
like
Yeah.
it's bad fruit. So why are we picking up low-hanging fruit? Doesn't make
No
sense.
sense.
I don't like it. And my last one would be when someone says "Happy Monday," "Happy Tuesday," or like any day of the week. "Happy Monday, guys!" It's like it's not fucking happy. I'm
No.
here, Trisha. Like I don't want to be here.
I hate that one too, but I also fall victim, especially
Well.
if I'm sending an email on a Friday. 9 times out of 10, I'm like, "Happy Friday."
Yeah.
I say it very passive aggressively. Like if I'm emailing you for a 3rd time because I need answers, I'm like, "Happy Friday, Trish." I'm not wishing you a happy Friday. I just want you to know that I'm annoyed and I need you to get these answers to me.
Yeah. I think, okay, so I had some of the same ones as Mckenzie, but I had also wear many hats. Hate that. Like, no. Like,
What are we, a clown?
Right.
Like
Playing dress up?
What hats are we wearing and why?
No. Reinvent the wheel. Like, let's not
I
reinvent.
don't get it. No.
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 But
Like, who came up with the language also? Like,
yeah, like when did we start using these things?
yeah. And then I also had, do you have time to connect? And teamwork makes the dream work. Because it doesn't. If anything, what's the worst part of school? Group projects.
Group
Group
projects
projects.
that you're forced to do.
Group projects. I mean, I get I love my job. I love my
We
job.
love our job. We are so happy to be here.
They hate their job.
But anyway, we get to record podcasts after
Yeah.
hours, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
But we have a list if you want to look.
Yeah.
Unless, I don't know if there's any that came to the top of your head.
There's a lot of honorable mentions that we'll get to.
Circling back has always been the worst.
Yep.
Let's just
Oh
circle
my
back.
God. Circle back.
And it's terrible because we list all these, but I say
I
all
use
of them.
them.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
I'm like,
use them.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, I say Happy Friday a lot, but
Eh.
it's not really happy.
Until I have a drink in my hand at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Log off early.
Not happy.
Happy Fridays, when it's almost like a long weekend. Your boss like, you can log off early.
I've
Yeah.
already been
Friday.
logged. I've already been logged out.
I would say Take It Offline is up there.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Like, that just makes you sound like I'm doing work after hours. Like, what do you mean? Touch base. Not feeling
What
it.
base are we touching?
Yeah.
No.
Second base,
Second,
third base. Like, how
third.
far are we going
Yeah.
here? It sounds inappropriate.
Oh my God.
Not safe for work.
It's not safe for work.
Not safe for work now. So that means it would be good now.
Actually.
Well, maybe. I think that was 4.
What's that for?
Yeah. There's some good ones on there.
Yeah.
I know it's so hard to choose. I'm
All
trying
of
not to go for the ones that you guys went with.
I know we kind of we picked
Yeah.
these. Now you have the
Now
rest.
you know,
You have
Bryan.
the rest. You have the scrap.
For you. Anything for our guests.
On the radar, I don't like that one.
Yeah.
No.
Like when someone's like, yeah, that's on my radar. And I'm like, no, I need it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should
Answer
be
me
like
now.
in
Now.
front of you.
That's why I'm asking.
What about per my last email?
If somebody uses it with me, I have a problem.
I get very
But
mad.
I can use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
can-
okay for me, but not you.
Exactly,
Yes.
that's how I feel. And I'm like, oh, per your last email, why don't you
Oh, yeah.
fucking read your last email? Because
Yeah.
that is not what I asked
Yeah.
for.
It also didn't make any fucking sense.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Ducks in a
The
row. What ducks? What ducks are we
We're gonna get
lining
all-
up?
Like, are we the ducks?
Yeah.
Like,
I am
we're
not
getting
a
all
duck.
of our.
I'm a
getting-
swan.
Swan.
Motherfucker, I'm a swan. Or like par for the course.
Yeah.
Like, are we golfing?
No, I don't like that one.
Golfing seems kind of boring, to be honest.
It is a very acquired sport.
We've been kind of.
I
Getting
want to
into
try it, but
I would love to see you make
Yeah.
a video about that. I think that'd be
should I?
funny. When you have a golf work outing.
Oh
my god, there you go.
Yeah.
I might need to do that.
It's gonna flop now. 'Cause
But I
I
have to
suggested
I know.
deep dive into that.
Oh, there it is.
Let's see if we can make a sentence with just these. We're not doctors saving lives. It's
Yeah,
not
you
that
could say.
serious.
Yeah, you'd be like, per my last email, we're not doctors saving lives.
But to piggyback off of what Natalia said, we wear many hats, and we just need to deep dive into these ideas a little more. If someone sent me an email like that, I'd be like, "What fucking website did you?"
I
pull
would
this
print
from?
that out and hang it.
Yeah. Like, I don't know
Absolutely.
anything you just even said. Like,
What the fuck?
It's-
that makes no sense to me.
Speaking in riddles, just like talk around the whole thing.
Yeah.
Some people do that though.
Just get to the
No.
fucking point.
Literally.
That's what I prefer. Getting to the fucking point.
Yeah. If you need something from me, let me know.
Yeah.
Don't be cryptic. Just fucking tell me what you need. Bottom line.
That's
Can you
it.
print this report for me? That's it.
Yes or no. I don't need the backstory about your kids being sick.
Yeah.
Just tell me yes or fucking no.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Exactly. I agree.
Well, Bryan, it has been a pleasure having you on the Not Safe for Work podcast.
We've literally been in the presence of a celebrity.
No,
It's
you
his
haven't.
first-
No.
A celebrity to us.
It's a huge moment for us because we have been sending your TikToks to each other for the last like 3 years.
It feels that way,
So
yeah.
now it's like, oh my god, he's here.
I'm here.
He's here.
In the flesh.
And it's your first podcast.
My first podcast.
Which is even more of a milestone for us. So I'm so happy
Very
that we
nice.
could be your first podcast experience. We hope it was a good one.
You guys did great. Yeah.
Oh,
you did great.
Please give us a letter grade at the end.
I would say A.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your performance?
My performance, I would say not so much a 10, but maybe an 8.
That's
An
good.
eight's fair.
That's good. That's
Room
very
for
good.
improvement, but it's
Yeah.
still up there.
Still up there.
That just means we'll have to do another podcast then.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you get a new position higher up and you're making even more bomb TikToks.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, we're so excited that you came on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, BryGuy. Follow him.
Yes.